Amazon is everywhere. It delivers to your door, powers half the internet, and has quietly woven itself into daily American life. But behind the convenience, the smile logo, and the promise of fast shipping, there's a side of Amazon most people never see. This isn't about hating success. This is about understanding the real cost of convenience, the machine behind the magic. To the average customer, Amazon feels effortless. You tap a button, a box appears. What you don't see is the massive machine working non-stop to make that happen. Amazon operates hundreds of fulfillment centers across the United States, each one designed for speed, efficiency, and scale. Inside these warehouses, everything is timed. Every step, every scan, every movement. Workers are tracked by algorithms. Their productivity is measured in seconds. Slow down too much, and the system notices. Former employees have described the environment as intense, physically exhausting, and emotionally draining. The pressure to hit targets doesn't come from a manager yelling. It comes from software silently monitoring performance. Breaks are timed, bathroom visits are tracked, and falling behind can mean warnings, write-ups, or termination. For a company worth over $1 trillion, the margins for its frontline workers can feel razor-thin. Working conditions and the human cost. Amazon has repeatedly stated that it offers competitive wages and benefits, and for some workers, that's true. But wages alone don't tell the whole story. Warehouse employees often walk miles per shift, lifting thousands of pounds over the course of a day. Injury rates at some facilities have been reported as higher than industry averages, with workers pushing through pain out of fear of losing their jobs. There are stories of employees skipping breaks to meet quotas, of workers hesitant to report injuries, of people feeling more like replaceable parts than human beings. This isn't just about physical strain, it's mental. Constant surveillance creates a sense that you're never doing enough, never fast enough. And when a company is built on speed, the human body often pays the price. The union battles. In the United States, few topics make Amazon more uncomfortable than unions. For years, the company has strongly opposed unionization efforts, arguing that it already provides what workers need. But leaked internal documents and employee accounts suggest a more aggressive strategy. Mandatory meetings, anti-union messaging, training managers to spot early warning signs of organizing. When warehouse workers in places like Alabama and New York tried to unionize, Amazon didn't stay neutral, it fought back. To supporters, Amazon is protecting its business model. To critics, it's suppressing workers' voices. Either way, the message is clear. Organized labor threatens the system that makes two-day shipping possible. Small businesses vs. the giant. Amazon loves to present itself as a champion of small businesses. And yes, millions of third-party sellers use the platform. But here's the part that often gets overlooked. Amazon isn't just the marketplace. It's also a competitor. The company has access to massive amounts of seller data. What sells, how fast, at what price. When a product performs well, Amazon can create its own version, promote it more aggressively, and undercut the original seller. Many small businesses have reported seeing their sales collapse after Amazon launched a competing private label product. You build it, they watch it, then they replace you. For entrepreneurs, Amazon can be both a lifeline and a trap. The price of free shipping. Americans love free shipping, but free shipping isn't free. The cost is absorbed somewhere else, in warehouse speedups, delivery driver pressure, and environmental impact. Delivery drivers often work long hours under strict deadlines. Some are independent contractors, meaning fewer protections and benefits, miss too many delivery targets, and routes disappear. Meanwhile, the demand for overnight and same-day delivery increases fuel use, packaging waste, and emissions, raising serious questions about sustainability. Convenience feels invisible until you look at what it requires. Amazon Web Services, the power you don't see. When people think of Amazon, they think of shopping. But Amazon's real power isn't boxes, it's data. Amazon Web Services, known as AWS, runs a massive portion of the internet. Government agencies, banks, streaming platforms, airlines, healthcare systems, and even competitors rely on Amazon's servers. That means when AWS has an outage, entire industries feel it. This gives Amazon an extraordinary level of influence. It's not just a retailer, it's infrastructure. And when one company controls so much of the digital backbone, the question becomes, who's really in charge? Customers rarely realize how dependent modern life has become on a single corporation, quietly operating behind the scenes. Data, surveillance, and your privacy. Every click tells a story. What you search, what you buy, what you hesitate on, what you abandon. Amazon collects and analyzes all of it. This data isn't just used to improve recommendations. It shapes pricing, advertising, and market dominance. Prices can change multiple times a day, tailored to demand, behavior, and competition. Smart devices like Alexa add another layer. Always listening. Amazon says no, only activated when prompted. But privacy experts argue that the amount of data collected is still enormous. In exchange for convenience, Americans have handed over something incredibly valuable: behavioral data. And once that data exists, it can be stored, analyzed, monetized, and potentially misused. Tax strategies and corporate power. Amazon has mastered not just logistics, but taxes. For years, the company paid little to no federal income tax despite reporting billions in profits. This isn't illegal, it's strategic. Tax credits, stock-based compensation, reinvestment loopholes, tools available mainly to corporations of this size. To everyday Americans, it raises a tough question. How does a company that depends on public roads, public infrastructure, and public labor contribute so little back into the system? Small businesses pay, workers pay, consumers pay, but giants like Amazon play by a different rulebook. Market control and the cost of dominance. Amazon doesn't just compete, it absorbs. Bookstores, retail chains, electronic sellers, local shops. Many didn't fail because they were bad businesses. They failed because they couldn't match Amazon's scale, pricing power, or speed. When one company becomes the default option, choice disappears quietly. Prices may be low today, but dominance gives control tomorrow. And once competition is gone, customers lose leverage. This is how monopolies form, not overnight, but one convenient purchase at a time. Why most people never question, Amazon rarely feels threatening. It doesn't shout, it doesn't push ideology, it just works. That's what makes it powerful. By blending into daily life, Amazon avoids scrutiny. Convenience becomes dependency, and dependency reduces resistance. Most Americans don't question Amazon because it saves time, because it feels essential, because the costs are invisible. Calm, thoughtful human. This isn't a call to delete your account or boycott overnight. It's a call to be aware. Every dollar we spend is a vote. Every convenience has a cost, sometimes paid by someone we'll never meet. Amazon didn't become a giant by accident, and it didn't get here without trade-offs. The question isn't whether Amazon is good or bad. The question is, are we comfortable with how much power one company holds over our lives? If this video made you think, share it with someone who shops on Amazon every week. Because understanding the system is the first step to choosing how much control we're willing to give away.